Protecting our personal lives, that's something we try to do, especially when it comes to sharing our online usernames and passwords. But what happens to that information after we die, particularly with our Facebook accounts?
If you've been on Facebook very long, I'm sure Facebook has asked you at some point to wish someone a happy birthday who has already passed away. You know they passed away. Facebook does not. And since no one has their Facebook password, the account is just sitting there. But now Facebook is making it easier for friends to pay tribute to friends who've died.
Beginning now, any account that's been memorialized will be excluded from birthday notifications and friend suggestions. Visitors to the Friends profile will see a tribute section now where friends can leave thoughts and memories, and a separate timeline tab to revisit what they posted to their account, including photos and videos. So how does an account get memorialized? Well, family and friends can ask Facebook to memorialize an account. The profile will show remembering just above the name. And if the deceased left a legacy contact, that friend will have control over what happens to their page. This also protects it from being spammed.
And this is something Facebook will have to deal with more and more in the future. By some reports, over 10,000 Facebook users pass away every day.
The following program is intended for mature audiences.
Welcome!
I want to talk about Facebook for a moment. Because today's the day, Terminator timeline. Fucking October 5th, 10:39 in AM. I'll be in my chair. No. I get up and everything in my head is a goddamn drop, dude. Son of a bitch. And I gotta do this now. I'm sorry. Because you probably don't know this and you need to know it. Why do you need to know it? I don't know. When you hear it, maybe you'll figure out why you need to know, but you will know. Or can you imagine Bill Burr having a threesome? Jesus Christ, that would be fucking rough. I mean, I don't want to imagine Bill Burr doing anything, but he doesn't seem like the type of guy that could do it. What was I gonna put up now? Fucking YouTube, you distracted me, bro. Stop trying to brainwash me. What was I gonna do? Oh, yeah, I remember now. Sometimes you gotta shake the dust loose, you know? There it is. You get up and howl about America and democracy.
You get up and howl about America and democracy.
Ugh.
There is no America.
This guy's fucked.
There is no democracy.
We no
longer live in a world of nations and ideologies.
This guy's
The world is a college of corporations, inexorably determined by the immutable bylaws of business. The world is a business. And I have chosen you to preach this evangel.
This is the best intro ever to a song ever.
For all my free market healthcare robbing, stock stealing, retirement fund fucking with niggas. Fuck you little credit card scamming, jewelry stealing, crack selling, liquor store robbing motherfuckers.
So, dude, that is the shit. That is the shit, bro. See what you miss out on when you listen to people that fucking don't open their mouth all the way? You miss out on a lot of stuff, dude. But then again, so do I, because I like that other beat, and I would not have found it if I didn't go to the store with my neighbor who listens to all of these dick blowers.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Every one of them, and they all sound the same. I'm gonna sound like an old white racist. They all sound the same. They do. Every song. He flipped through a fucking album of some guy, baby something. I don't know what his name is. Every song, it all starts the same. It's like the same beat. It's the same beat with a shit in the background melody changed up a little bit, and then the same vocals. Every song. What's he talking about? I don't know. I hear, and why does mumble rappers are not fucking? Let me explain this to you. Let me explain this to you because stop it. I'm not a fucking Sex Pistol.
You dirty fucker.
Okay? That's not who I am. Never have been. You know, that's not the point. Every one of these fucking losers is always talking about, I need 2 chicks at a time. I'm popping perks and I need 2 chicks at a time. Dude, you're not fucking like that, bro. You're really, like, dude, I've been where you're trying to go. She said, I bet you I can take that whole thing without a problem. I said, doubt it. Don't think so. If you want to try, love, go ahead, but I don't think you're going to be able to do it. I never saw this in my life, bro. She goes, okay, let me try. Jen goes, hold on, and holds her hair back for her while she goes and does it. What? That's crazy, dude. That's fucking crazy, dude. I would never expect that. To her credit, she did get about halfway before she pulled back. This blast from the past is brought to you by Crowdwork. Episode 27 in a Laughing at Birds podcast. It sounds like a good idea. In theory, you're like, how the fuck could this not be awesome? But I'm here to tell you, it's not everything that is cracked up to be. I mean, unless you just don't care. But every time you want to fuck, you need 2 women. Every time. Where you getting these fucking women at, dude? So I don't believe you. I don't think you're fucking. Every one of you fucking dick blowers is banging 2 chicks at a time. Maybe you all are responsible for the fucking uptick in herpes and everything else because you're just fucking mushroom tapping bitches while you're walking past and then kicking them out to go spread your fucking dirty ass philosophy all over the place. Anyway, what I'm trying to get to is Facebook, dude. I get fucking sidetracked, man. What I'm trying to get to is Facebook. So what happens is I wake up, I look over at my phone to see what time it is. I always do that. Not like it matters, but for whatever reason, I need to know what moment of the day we are in. Right? So I pick it up, I look at the clock, and I see the little F notification in the top of my fucking screen. I look, and it says, has a birthday today. Message them and help them celebrate their birthday. Well, here's the thing, Facebook. No, they don't. No, they don't, because they died a couple of years ago. I mean, technically, it's still their birthday today, but I find it very rude that you don't know that. And some of you might be thinking, well, dude, how the fuck is Facebook supposed to know that? I don't know, the same way that they fucking know they listen to my conversation when I talk on my phone. I see ads of shit that I talk about. When I mention something on here, on the YouTube channel or the podcast, I see ads for it. I see videos for it.
But I bought City Hall, so I own the police. Email, Facebook, and the shit you tweet. On a phone company, so I heard you speaking.
So, if you know all of this shit, you know my contacts. You read the contacts in my phone, right? You read my text messages. You read Facebook messages. Instagram got my pictures. Twitter has my contacts also, and everything else, which reminds me I have to go into my settings and fucking fix it. Chrome, while we're at it, everybody's gonna get it today. Google, listen, asshole. If I need to, whatever reason, go on a fucking website, right? And I need to put a picture of something, like say for example, I happen to be looking into making something, and I need to upload a picture onto a website to do that. What the fuck does you listening to audio have to do with me adding?
This call may be monitored or recorded for quality assurance or training purposes.
Oh, you slick motherfuckers. So it has my location. After all that, it still has it anyway. Fuck me. There was something else too. Oh yeah, Facebook.
I put a whole bag of jelly beans up my ass.
That's what you could do. I curse my phone out all the time because I know they're listening. Sometimes, if I want to get crazy, I'll fucking wiggle my dick at the camera. Why would you do that? Because they're watching. What do you mean, why? If you're gonna see it, you're seeing it on my terms. God damn it! No microphone for you, bitch. Fuck out of here. You don't need. It's so goddamn aggravating, dude. I don't know what to do with myself. You don't need audio to put up a fucking picture. So why don't you knock that shit off? But you're not going to, because you want as much as you possibly can. I get it. But my beef with Facebook, like, dude, if you could do all that shit, if you can read my messages, if you read my pictures, apparently we're reading pictures now. That's what we do. If you download my videos, you know who my contacts are, you see who I went to school with, you know what time in the morning I wake up to go to the fucking bathroom. You probably watch me when I'm showering, you sick fuck, all lubed up, just sitting there watching like, oh, I love out of shape fucking middle. Ugh, God damn it. I'm not middle aged, I'm in my 30s. What would that be? I don't know. Fuck. That would have been a good one too. Yeah, they're all lubed up, fucking jerking off. So I picture a fucking robot machine thing, right? Like in the old Outer Limits thing, where that guy put a suit on to watch a fucking porno, and he felt like he was really fucking the girl that doesn't exist. Nobody knows what I'm talking about right now. It's a thing. It's a thing. You can Google it. And then they can take that and just store it on the long list of shit that you've looked up, so they can, when they're ready to come and get you and take over the world, they could be like, click, we don't fucking approve of human robot interactions. Bang, go to sleep, bitch. Fuck, god damn it. I was legitimately upset about this, which is probably why I'm cracking jokes, because you know this is how I deal. But is it like, dude, how do you not know that this person has passed away, and recently too? Like, if you have all this information, bro, how do you not know? You don't access death records? Is that the one thing that you can't do? I'm sure it's not, because you know. Do you know when people are born, right? You would know. If I had a kid right now, I think you would know. Because there's a vested interest in you knowing that I have a child. Which I don't. But, I mean, as far as you could sell formula, you could sell diapers, you could sell baby clothes. If you wanna advertise me something, give me fucking vasectomy doctors, bro. But in death, somebody passes away, there's not really a whole lot of money in that for you. And it's very short, because people are grieving, they don't want to. What are you going to try to sell? A Bible, right? Whatever the Jewish people read. whatever the Quran deal for the other guys and women. Obviously, women are fucking included. Okay, just because I say guys doesn't mean that women aren't fucking included. So everybody, calm the fuck down. Nobody's yelling at me either. By the way, I should fucking mention that. But I'm saying, because if you're watching this and you feel like, he never includes me in anything. No, you're included. I just don't make it a point to say that, because you should already know you're included along with everybody else. We don't discriminate over here. But what are you gonna sell? A Bible, a casket, a gravestone, a funeral home? Which, that's the thing, dude. Funeral homes are very tricky. Like, you can't just advertise to people. I mean, it's in the whiter end of families. Like my father's side of the white family, they're white. They got money. They're fucking, a little racist, sprinkled in around. Look at me a little bit weird. Like, can we shoot him? Can we shoot him? He's a bad rep. Can't have this fucking thing walking around here. Somebody go put him back in his fucking cage. What? I didn't tell him to come here. Did you tell him to come here? Well, what the fuck did you want me to do? He knows everybody was gonna be here. Are we just supposed to fucking ignore him? Like, what the fuck, man? Can you imagine it's a real conversation? Oh, fuck. That's funny. It wouldn't surprise me. Those people can't stand me. But I don't fucking give a shit, dude. I have a couple of people. That's it. Couple of people. Still. All jokes aside. So there's not a whole lot of money in you knowing that somebody's dead. Well, actually, there is a vested interest in you knowing that somebody's passed away. Because then it's one less person you can advertise to. And then you should know that you have to go move on and hook some fucking 12-year-old into your interwebs of fucking lies and advertisements and selfies and self-loathing. You should know that you gotta pull somebody new in now.
Gee, we ought to do something, Fred. Okay? How's about taking a nap? Hey, I got a better idea. Let's take a Winston break. That's it! Winston is the one filter cigarette that delivers flavor 20 times a pack.
But that's real scumbag shit, dude. This lady passed away not that long ago. I mean, y'all know, I told you.
It's been a shitty couple of days, but as you know, these things happen. God looked down at a couple of my relatives and said,
"Your time has run out."
Come on, dude, you gotta make fun sometimes.
Oh, you did?
I just, sorry. I was thinking about that for a moment. It's funny because I don't use Facebook really a lot. I regret that I ever let her brother talk me into doing it. He's like, bro, you need it. Everybody is on it. How the fuck are people supposed to find you? Bro, listen, the way that I live my life, I have no need for Facebook. Because I'm only a couple of people I've gone out of my way and looked for. Because I was like, oh, I know I used to be, like, really good friends with them. And then I reach out to them and I add them as friends. And it turns out we're not great friends anymore. So I really shouldn't, like, the way that I live my life, dude, is if you're not in it every day, then you don't want to be in it. You don't want to be in it. And if you're supposed to be in it, then somewhere along the line I'll run into you someplace. And then we'll fucking, but how? You don't go anywhere. But that's not by choice. It's not the point. The point is, if you're supposed to be in my life, you will be in my life one way or another. So why am I gonna go out of my way to advertise the fact that I'm fucking on this thing? After all, this shit got me arrested. You know that. 2 things got me arrested. One was my high school yearbook photo. My senior year got me. And then the MySpace. Thanks a lot, Tom. Fucking asshole. Going all the way back yearbook. Those 2 things got it. They were able to confirm who I was, because before that, the dude that narked me out, he couldn't place me. Like, it was fucking it was perfect. It was perfect. None of this was done intentionally, but it was goddamn perfect. I had 6 addresses on file, right? 6 addresses on file, like 5 fucking phone numbers, and what fucked me was goddamn computers. Fucked me. Because they wouldn't have been able, if I would not have taken that goddamn picture, which I did not want to take, by the way, and I would not have been on social media, they wouldn't have got me. Because I had no license, nothing. I was completely off of the fucking grid. Now they got me. So it fucked me, dude. Fucked me. I mean, it doesn't matter now. I'm already in the system. I got my fingerprints, so that will never go away. But now it's even worse. Like, Facebook is MySpace on crack cocaine, dude.
Cocaine is a hell of a drug.
It really is. And for what? For fucking what? You know what's dick, bro? Like, you send me birthday notification, dude. I don't need it. Like, for some people, I'm glad that they do it, right? But you should know this motherfucker is no longer alive now, so it's very fucking rude, and I don't appreciate it. I'm glad that shit wasn't around when I was 16, dude. Boo. I probably would have broke the fuck out of my phone, dude. I would have fucking flipped if that shit would have if it would have done that to me when I was younger, when my grandmother died on my mom's side. That would have been ugly, dude. It took me years to get over that shit. I don't even think I'm completely over it, dude. Like, couldn't fucking function, like, fucked up, dude. Fucked up. God damn. We're gonna look. Did you see that? Can Facebook read minds? As funny as that is, that's gonna happen. That's gonna fucking happen.
The internet is an early telepathic building set.
Dude, I can work in a conspiracy theory with social media, but I don't think it's a conspiracy. I think it's true. Like, it's real. It's happening. Yeah, see, I'm not the only one. No, thank you. But thank you for not beating me over the head with it as soon as I came onto your site. Living Undocumented tackles hot-button issue with empathy. It's great. I don't give a fuck. I'm so tired of hearing about immigrants, bro. So tired of hearing about immigrants. Look, it's simple. My family immigrated here. My great-grandfather, whoever he is, I think that's it. If it was my grandmother's father, right? That would be my great-grandfather. He came from Sicily to America and fought in the First and Second World War to be a goddamn American citizen. So, I'm, third generation, whatever, removed from that. I have no problem with immigrants coming into the country. Just fucking, I don't understand why they just don't make it so that you can, like, do it legit. They make it easier. Being an immigrant in America is like being on a weed program. Like, sure, the legality option is there, but it's much easier to just buy it off the street or sneak into the country. than to do it legit. Stupid. But, you know, whatever. What happens to your Facebook after you die? Largely depends on who reports your death to Facebook first. In 2015, Facebook announces in a press release that users would be able to name a legacy contact or a person responsible for managing your account after you die.
Gotcha, bitch!
Legacy contacts can memorialize accounts and download all of an account's data. They can even delete accounts completely. However, the users can set preferences to have their accounts memorialized or deleted after they pass away, and a legacy contact must abide by those specifications. Legacy contact is someone you choose to manage your account after you pass away. They'll be able to do things like pin a post to your timeline, respond to your new friend requests, update your profile picture, and they won't post or see any of your messages. Okay, trying to get through it quickly as possible, yeah? We'll send your legacy contact an email explaining what this means. You also have the option to send them a message right away, and then they won't be notified again until your account is memorialized. If you don't want a Facebook account after you passed away, you can request that your account is permanently deleted instead of choosing a legacy account. Deactivating your account will disable your profile and remove your name and photo from things you shared on Facebook. Most information may still be visible to others, such as your name and their friends list and messages that you've sent. Well, so basically that means that you can deactivate whatever the fuck you want, but it ain't gonna make a goddamn difference. And for those of you wondering, I have deactivated my Facebook account before, and all that means is that it's just not on your phone anymore. I can't stress air quotes enough. But to everybody else that's using Facebook, they can still @post you, and Facebook doesn't tell them shit that you're going off. They continue on like everything is still there, and you just don't get the notifications until you go back onto it. But it's like you were there the entire time. So if somebody, say, you know, I don't know, my friend moved to California, right? I gotta come up with a nickname for him because saying it like that is annoying to me. So, I don't know. IT moved to fucking Cali, right? Let's say somebody that we both know passes away, and now he tries to get in contact with me through Facebook. Nobody tells, Facebook does it when, you know, it's not like an AOL message from back in the day where you would send your friend a message on AIM, and then they would go, a message would immediately pop up like, hey, I'm not around right now, I'm doing whatever it is, you know, back later on. Facebook just lets it hang in the balance. So to this person, they're thinking you're ignoring them, and they have no idea that you're not even seeing it. But that also enforces the reason why I have a telephone number, bitch. Call me. Call my fucking phone. Text me. You know, don't fucking, because half of the time it's not even deactivated, and I'm not checking Facebook every 5 minutes to see if somebody's talking to me. A lot of social media platforms don't seem to take into account users' death, artists, and researcher. Oh, fuck. Hold on, I gotta put something on because I gotta go blow my nose, dude. Thought that was gonna be it, didn't you? Well, I did originally have music playing, but I decided, let me throw a couple of plugs in while we're all sitting here, and then I can edit out the rest so we can get back to our regularly scheduled programming. Anyway, listen, if this is your first time here, this podcast comes out every Saturday. If you're listening on a podcast platform that you rate the podcast, leave a comment if it allows you to do that, a thumbs up, whatever it is. That just makes it so it'll be more visible for other people to see it. Social media, listen man, very simple. Twitter, at Laughing Birds. Instagram YT Jack of #1 Trade. Gotta fix that name. Gonna try to change it to the Twitter, but I think somebody might have jacked it. We'll figure it out. The point is, both of those media outlets get clips of the podcast posted onto them, and separate ones at that. So now you have a reason to follow both things. There's a variety of content besides the podcast clips, so make sure you stop by. There's a website as well. Links are in the description, by the way. Whether you're listening on the podcast platform or on YouTube, links are in the description for everything that I'm talking about. I completely forgot I didn't eat breakfast. So, I got a fucking donut here. I don't do this often. Once in a while, though, I like to just eat something fucking useless, you know? So I'm gonna eat this. I think we're gonna take a pause for the cause and eat something. And I gotta fucking shower. Because I got a reception to go to later. So I gotta make sure that I'm washed up and ready to fucking go. But we are gonna finish this because now I had to know what is all going on here. But we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it. So I don't know when, but I will see you at some point in the future. Alright. Let's figure out where we left off. I'm trying to look. Alright, got it. Now just waiting for it to be pulled up so we can make sure we go to the right spot. Come on. I don't know why, for some reason Windows Media Player is lower than the shit one. I think I figured it out. The last thing I said was about AIM. About away messages. You know, dude, Cookie Monster spells out subpoena, hilariously sums up Trump's impeachment inquiry. If that's real, sidebar, if that's real, Cookie Monster should be worried about motherfucking cookies, bro.
Me want cookie?
Huh?
No cookie? Arrivederci.
Okay? Unless suicide bombers are going into fucking Toll House chocolate chip plant. I don't want to hear dick from you, bitch.
God's here, master.
Okay? All you do is eat cookies all day. You have no business talk about politics. Especially not to children, bro. Don't put your slanted fucking ideologies on a child. The fuck is the matter with you? This fucking world sucks, man. So you don't like a person, right? Let your fucking kid decide for themselves what they like and what they don't like, for the most part. I mean, don't steer them into fucking racism and try to help them avoid it if you can. But the rest of it's not up to you. What happened to people being fucking their own people? Anyway, fucking ridiculous. A lot of social media platforms don't seem to take into account users' death. Artist researcher Caroline Sanders argued in 2016 in an essay for Splinter, in which she wrote about the process of planning for her own online death. That's nasty. So we died 2 times. Once in this, 3 times. Once in this life that we live. Once in a memory of everybody who knew who we are. And a 3rd time on social fucking media. Cinder cites the language social networking websites for the use of accounts of the deceased as an example to back her argument. They typically refer to it as inactive or legacy account after a user has passed away, and sometimes they're just simply shut down. For Google, you're not deceased, you're just away from your computer for a very, very long time. And
Huh? What are you talking about? No.
there ain't no coming back. Where's the guy from The Crow when you need him? There ain't no coming back. I saw you die, man. There ain't no coming back.
I know you. I know you. I knew you. I knew you. But you ain't you. You can't be you. We put you through the window. There ain't no coming back. This is the really real world. There ain't no coming back. We killed your dad. There ain't no coming back. There ain't no coming back. There ain't no coming back.
That movie is the fucking shit. I don't care how corny it is. That movie is fucking awesome. You know why it's fucking awesome? It's not just because the guy came back from the dead, painted his face, and broke into a jewelry store, kicks the fucking door in like Biggie, waving a shotgun, not a 4.4, but it's not important. He goes, I was rapping on your door. Didn't you hear me rapping? And he's like, dude, you just kicked my fucking door in. What the fuck is your problem?
Suddenly, I heard a tapping, as of someone gently rapping at my chamber door. What are you doing now? You heard me rapping, right?
Come on, man, stop it. The movie is fucking great. Like, that movie makes me feel good inside because I identify with that man, even though he's not a real person. Like, I'm weird, right? I get it, but I like that a weird guy like that and a beat cop who got fired because his told his boss, like, fuck you, dude. You know, dude, the fuck? I'm trying to conduct investigations over here, bitch. Why are you trying to fucking always fuck with me, right? So, you know, I like that those two guys, even though they seemingly have nothing in common, they turn out to be friends. Because that is a real moment in life, I feel like. That's how people, like, two people you would never think would be friends are friends a lot of the time. Because of how different they are. But it's that few things that they have in common. Those few things they have in common. No, where's that? It's difficult to gauge. Wait a minute. Oh yeah, you're just away for a very, very long time. Oh, Google, they're not coming back, dude. Again, there's babies being born all the time. As I'm sitting here talking right now, as somebody's pushing a debt out of their vagina. And you're not a debt? No, I totally am. I totally am a debt. That's why I said it. There's practically no mention of the word death anywhere on social media sites. It's difficult to gauge whether or not a person on social media is dead, alive, except on Facebook, where the word remembering denotes who is deceased, something that occurs automatically once the account has been memorialized on the platform. Dude, they're capitalizing on everything. It's fucking disgusting. You remember back in the day when you could just hate the way the funerals are arranged because how much a box costs to put your fucking body in, and that there are people that can't afford a goddamn gravestone. You know, it's fucking sickening, man. Like, you should be able to be broke in a life, but once you die, man, the least you could fucking do something. Make a goddamn effort. I'm not saying spend $1 million, but come on. Death on social media is still in many ways a mystery. No, it isn't. You're dead, and that's it. As far as social media is concerned, you know what it is, dude? This is exactly what it is. This is exactly what it is. Social media. To social media, we are a pet. Follow me. We are dogs. In this metaphor, yes? Social media owns us. Some people don't like the word owner, pet. They prefer fur baby or friend. Whatever, dude. I bought the fucking thing. I treat it like it's my friend. You know, we hang out. I talked to, well, we got the cat, but still, you know, so anyway, before I get sidetracked, dude, social media is the owner and we are the dog, right? And now we go through building this bond together, except the roles are a bit reversed. Our owner is mute, pretty much, and all it does is just share information to us while we talk to it about everything, never really realizing the repercussions of doing that, right? So what winds up happening is, after our 15 years on this life is over, or however many years that we're going to live, we pass away, and that's the end of it. Now, here's what it is. Instead of recognizing that what social media does is it goes two ways. One is, even though you're buried in the backyard, social media still looks at us, their beloved pet, as though we're still around, so they refuse to acknowledge that we fucking croaked, right? Or the other way you can look at it is when they euthanize us, rather than cremate us, bury us, and let us go chase cars around, right, in the afterlife if there is one, or eat the fucking biggest rib bones that we could find that we couldn't have when we were alive because it was splinter on our fucking stomachs, so we could eat chocolate and do all the crazy shit that we couldn't do when we were running around on our four legs. But it stuffs us and plants our fucking stuffed skeletons in their living room and refuses again to acknowledge.
You've never had an empty moment in your entire life, have you?
People will come over and go, "Oh, hey, when'd you?" Oh shit, is he okay? Do you think he's alright? I mean, why? But I mean, seems like he's got abandonment issues. No, like he can't let go. Like, I understand loving something, but what happened to pictures? Why stop it? I don't understand. So then they just keep you in this. They keep you in this loop because they don't want to let go of you. They already invested all their time and effort into your information. They have it. It's not going anywhere. So admitting that you are now a dead end, that your information is going to turn into a cold case, is not. That's not economically viable to them. Some ways users can report an account belonging to a deceased person. These options are not widely known. Often reporting a deceased person's account nearly results in its removal, which is not ideal for those who'd like to access the user's content. Instagram has quietly begun allowing users to memorialize accounts, preserving the deceased accounts as they left it in the time of their passing. Like memorialized Facebook profiles, once these Instagram accounts are memorialized, no one can log into the account, and it is simply impossible for them to be altered. But unlike Facebook accounts that significantly deceased members of the word remembering, it is impossible to tell which accounts on Instagram have been memorialized. Facebook is one of the few social media platforms to outwardly acknowledge death. However, the memorialization process still leaves much room for improvement. To memorialize a loved one, locating information on memorialization proved to be difficult. After a couple of searches on Facebook itself, I decided to Google the process. My first result brought me to Facebook's Help Center about memorialization, which provides the answer to the question: memorial process, deleting accounts, and appointing legacy contacts. I'm just kidding. Memorialize an account on Facebook. A request needs to be sent to the deceased to provide their date of passing, proof of death such as obituary, death certificate, and even if it all checks out, Facebook will memorialize the account. Facebook user Kari somebody, who wrote the blog post about the process, also found it difficult to locate information about Facebook memorialization back when her husband Eric died in 2017. It sucks, dude. I'm sorry. She told somebody else that's not pronounceable, Mashable, maybe? I don't know. Potatoes? She told Potatoes that it wasn't until she changed her marital status on Facebook to widow that she even knew she could memorialize someone's Facebook account. After a series of Google searches and seeking out advice in Facebook groups for widows, she figured it out. Made herself Eric's legacy contact by accessing his information on his phone where he was still logged into Facebook, and she made the request to memorialize his account. Once her husband's account has been converted, she became extremely active on it, liked to share quotes, other posts, phrases, share our story, change a cover page, add photos, and stuff like that. Now she checks in every 2 weeks or so. She feels strongly that Facebook should make more people aware of the legacy contact feature. Someone should ask, what do you think happens to your Facebook account when you die? Like when they ask, how do you want to be buried? It should also be, what do you want to do with your social media content? Ooh. Well, hold on. This is dark. This is dark. But what if, when you die, you and your wife are not on the best terms, yeah? Or your husband, or your girlfriend, your boyfriend, whoever. Or what if you had an ongoing affair for like 10 years and you were good? Somehow you kept it all under wraps. Nobody knew a goddamn thing. And now here it is, your widow or widower is going through your fucking book and there's all the fucking info. But there's that, and then how much of this gets turned from a memorial page to a secondary account of a person that is running it? You know what I mean? You know, I think about this shit all the time. Like, at least by me doing this, nobody gives a fuck now that really knows me. I don't think, not too many people do. But if anything were to happen to me, at least they can go back and watch all this stuff. Like, it's always gonna be around. There's no shortage of shit. So I don't want to see bad fucking photos at my funeral. If I could even see it. I mean, who knows? Maybe you just croak and the fucking lights go out and you never knew you existed in the first place. I have no fucking idea, but I'll worry about that when I get there. You know, I don't want to think about that right now. I don't want to waste my life worrying about what's going to happen after I'm dead, because I won't be able to do anything to change it. So it doesn't matter. Karen Marcus lost her husband in 2011. The process was a little different. Prior to 2015, the invention of a legacy contact, if anyone saw a Facebook profile of somebody they knew had passed away, all they needed to do was report it to Facebook and request that their account either be memorialized or deleted. The other way that a person could manage someone's account after they pass away is if they had their password. Luckily, she had her husband's Facebook password. The first thing she did was told Potatoes that she downloaded all of Steve's data, afraid that it might get locked out of his account if someone else reported him deceased before she had a chance to get access. For me, the biggest thing I just didn't want to lose the electronic part of Steve.
Oh, come here, give me a hug. Oh, it's so good to see you.
Well, is it possible? People are making robots, right? So is it possible for them to duplicate your personality through what you shared on social media? Now, most people would be fucked. Like me, for example. A lot of the shit that I post on Facebook is angry a lot of the time, I feel like. I come off very anti-everything. But yet here on YouTube, there's a little bit of a mix. It's angry, it's funny, allegedly. You know, it's sad, it's happy, it's whatever. This whole thing is an encapsulation of, I would like to believe, who I partially am as a human being. So, you know, could you take that and put it into a fucking robot? That's the question. Pretty sure there was a Black Mirror episode on this. I don't remember though. Okay, yeah. Marcus shared information on Steve's account such as funeral arrangements, accepted friend requests, and posted pictures about a year after his passing. Then she memorialized the account. where Marcus keeping the memorial account alive ended up becoming too difficult for her. No one was posting on it, and she felt like she was the only one left remembering, so she deleted it after a year. See, look, dude, here's what you need to accept. People on Facebook, majority of them only care about themselves. They only give a fuck about themselves. And if they don't take the time to reach out to somebody when they're fucking alive, what makes you think they're gonna stop by their fucking profile after they're dead? Well, just because you don't see... And the other thing is, too, just because you don't see likes and reactions on a post doesn't mean that other people aren't seeing it. A lot of the time, they just choose not to say anything or do anything. Maybe it's too fucking painful for some people. Maybe they just feel weird. You know, because you're operating it and the person that passed is not operating it anymore. Maybe you all didn't like each other, and they know that, so they kind of consider what is this person's reaction going to be to anything that I say. It's a tough call, dude. Facebook needs to address this glaring issue. They felt frustrated that the part of Facebook memorialization process is that anyone can memorialize an account. A friend, a stranger, an ex, a camping buddy, an acquaintance, anyone. Only legacy contacts that have been predetermined can access the account after they've been memorialized according to Facebook, but that doesn't mean that they're the only ones who can memorialize the account. Marcus said that she heard horror stories about people being locked out of their loved ones' accounts despite having the password because someone else had memorialized it first. Even now, it can be memorialized an account. A total stranger could do it. All they have to do is send something to Facebook saying the person is dead. Here's the obituary. Facebook will automatically memorialize it. So you know immediately what I'm thinking. Could I send them some shit, say that I'm dead, write up a fake obituary, and get my account memorialized? Just to prove a point. I bet you could do that. That would be one hell of a way to get off social media, right? I'm Machiavelli myself. They're like, oh, I died, you gotta fucking memorialize it, and bounce, never fucking seen again.
Peace the fuck out.
But that would mean that I would have to end YouTube it at the end the whole shit. So if I'm going to go down that route, I have to fall off media entirely. It's the only way it's going to be believable, because I'm sure Facebook and YouTube, they share info. So you can't tell Facebook you're dead and then pop up on a fucking YouTube channel. That's not going to work out well. They're going to know you faked your death, and then they'll probably throw you in prison for that. You know, social media fucking prison. I think that in memorializing application, you should have to provide proof and write how are you connected. Was a high school teacher. Oh, her late husband was a high school teacher. One of the students could have easily did it before me. The issue, unfortunately, is nothing new. Facebook has received complaints about the lack of verification required for memorialization for years, yet little headway has been made to remedying this massive flaw. Again, it's because they have no vested interest in you once you are dead. They just want to collect info, and if you turn into a dead end, what the fuck is the point? Now, you can be mad at that all you want, but it doesn't change the facts of what is. In my opinion, I should say, because I can't fucking prove that that's what it is. Facebook, yeah. 2013 became popular for Facebook users to prank their living friends by memorializing their account and locking them out permanently, according to the Post. 2012, a German 15-year-old was hit by a train in apparent suicide. When her mother tried to access her account, she was unable to because it already had been memorialized. Locked out of the account, she was forced to go to court to try to gain access to her daughter's profile. The court in Germany initially sided with her, but the ruling appealed court decided it was the right to private data outweighed any parental inheritance of information. You know, the last thing you want to see is some shit that your kid would have never wanted you to see. But see, then it goes back to the argument of, well, I would know shit about my child. Like, I would really get to know who they were, maybe. But I don't know, man. Social media is so slighted. Can you even make that argument? In 2017, Lisa Menzo Serrato Santoro, whatever her name is, was murdered by her live-in boyfriend. Fucking cunt. After Facebook was made aware of her death, her account became perfectly preserved memorial, which became problematic for her family in April. Pictures of her and the boyfriend who were murdered were still uploaded on her account. Family tried reporting the photos as offensive and reached out to Facebook directly to have the photos removed, but the pictures have remained on the page despite all efforts, and the complaint goes on. That's pretty dicked, man. Like, I shot your daughter to death or whatever he did to kill her, and now you're gonna pose in the picture. Hi! You know, ugh. What can social media sites do to improve the grieving process? In a story in another place earlier this month, some other guy wrote that social media sites are replacing traditional mourning objects such as items of jewelry, clothing, gravestones, and it imbued particular emotional resonance in which subsequently takes on significance after death. That's not true. Not for me. I don't look. I have not been to my cousin's fucking Facebook page one time. Not one time. Instead, I got this. This is what they gave me as fucking funeral thing. So I wear this. You probably see it all the time in the videos. You wonder what it is. This is, you know, they made bracelets or bands, whatever the fuck. You know, I don't want to go back and look at pictures. Like, that's creepy, dude. That's for, like, his close family, maybe his friends or whatever. That's not for me. FounderGrief.com told Potatoes that he found social media to be incredibly helpful when it comes to coping with grief. Think often social media is a new town square. So how we meet, wonderful thing about social media and grief is that you really get connected to people who really feel like you do. First of all, let's pause. I have never met anybody on, quote, social media. Nobody ever hit me with a friend request and it was like, hey, let's be friends. Like, get the fuck out of here. Go fuck your mother, dude. What are you, fucking nuts? I don't know you. Like, I gotta know you, dude. You could betray anybody that you fucking want on social media. We're not gonna be friends. What? Bacteria could help humans. Mars? What? Bacteria could help humans breathe on Mars. Go fuck yourself. Nope. You're not sticking a worm in me, bitch. I'll be right here. You can go ahead and fuck up another planet. No, thank you. Seriously though, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. I mean, there's exceptions to every rule. But, come on. If we are to embrace this nothing, shouldn't efforts be made to provide social media users with the same kind of support online that we have in the waking world? Facebook will never be able to hold your hand at a funeral service or bring a casserole to your house. But if you're bringing a casserole to somebody's house, what the fuck is even a casserole anyway? Jesus, man. I had to look that up. Like, you gotta do food right. Oh, fuck no. Get the fuck out of here with all this. No way. No fucking way. Don't you bring this shit to me. Get the fuck out of here. I don't want this. Throw it right in the garbage after you leave. That's what I'm gonna do. And then I'll bring your fucking container over to the sink and I'll wash that shit and give it back to you. That's what I'm gonna do. Can't bring a casserole to your house, but it can support its users by addressing these long overlooked memorialization issues that hopefully other social networks will follow suit. No, I don't think they will. I don't think they will. Jesus. So, like, dude, like the proper thing to do, the way that half of my family has always done it, is we go out and I figured it out. I figured out life already, dude. You can think what you want. I figured it all out.
What is my purpose?
Pass the butter. Thank you.
What is my purpose?
You pass butter.
Oh my god.
Yeah, welcome to the club, pal.
Simple. When somebody passes away, you're reminded of how fucking short life is and that we're all going to die. So instinctively, maybe not in this order, but we go, people cry, or if you're a savage like me, you fucking hold it in until nobody's around, and then you let it out in sections because you don't know how to deal with your emotions. Or, you get fucked up, you eat, and you fuck. Because those are things that that's the circle of fucking life, dude. Eating to survive, fuck to reproduce, and getting fucked up to deal with the pain. A lot of people do that. Or in celebration of the person's life. But that's what all happens. So, that's why we do this shit. That's why we hold memorial services and all that. It's a whole deal. We could go into the funeral industry at some point. We'd have to, take a look into that. But, the way that a lot of people do it is they go out to a restaurant somewhere. Doesn't have to be super fancy, but it has to be good food, man. Do your fucking homework. Don't set some shit up at an Italian joint that don't know how to Italian. You can't do that. I'd rather go hit a burger spot then, where I know that the burgers are going to be on point, than go to some fucking upscale, one step above an Olive Garden and 5 steps underneath my grandmother's kitchen. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here. I've had real, good homemade Italian food. You can't fucking duplicate that. I mean, you can duplicate it if you do it right, but there is no substitute for it. If you so much as even look, if I smell marinara coming in my direction, I should slap the fucking shit out of you. The fuck out of here. You know how disrespectful that is? I'm triggered. I mean, I'm not triggered, but come on, yo. Have some goddamn respect, will you please? Jesus fucking Christ. So I don't know, man. I don't even know how we wound up all the way here. I forget. Because it's been a couple hours. It's 1 o'clock. I don't know where the fuck I ended up. How did I end up here? I'm not sure. I don't remember. But, I don't know, dude. I like having things, even if it's just one picture. To get a picture digitized, that's a word. That's something to do. Something small, that's good. But, it's not the same to hit a fucking Facebook page. It's so impersonal to me, dude. So impersonal. And I already know the deal. People that don't give a fuck about you in your day-to-day life are gonna hit your social media and, oh my god, it's so sad, and I fucking, we talked all the time. No, we didn't. Shut the fuck up. You hated my guts, bitch. You pretended to be my friend. You don't know dick about me. You don't know shit. And you don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. You look like a fucking asshole. But, whatever. So, I mean, this shit is sad because it makes me think about, everybody that has passed away. I'm happy that I didn't come up in this era, man. When this was all that, this is all that a whole generation of people know. They don't remember a time before this when there was a funeral, a viewing, the burial, and done. That's it. There's nothing else. But I mean, so like Facebook can never replace a memory that you have with somebody. Never. You can write it in a post. You can put up a snapshot of a picture, but it can never replace the actual fucking memory that you have. And you're bringing yourself back to those moments. That shit is irreplaceable, dude. And no matter how good technology gets, it's never gonna replace that. Now, maybe that would be a good thing with robots. You know, you can... That's creepy, though. It's creepy, though. Like, I know I hang out with a weird group of people that I think if they made robots where you can inject your fucking friend's personality into it, I think they would totally do it. It's like, you know, back in the day when I wasn't around, you know, a bunch of my friends in Freehold, they took one of my old South Pole jackets and they wrapped it around one of them smokers' outposts when they would sit and burn. So it would be like, you know, I was still sitting there. So, you know, even the people that I know now, though, dude, I think they would do that. They would take the robot and fucking inject it. But then it gets weird. Like, wouldn't that make you more sad? Like, sure, my fucking witty banter is still around and I can make comments that maybe will make you laugh, but it's not the same. Because, like, then I'm always just that. Like, I'm never... I don't know. It's weird. Real weird. But maybe that would help some people. Like, if you can make a robot for somebody to fuck it that can't have basic interaction with a fucking person, why can't you then do this? I mean, just as good, no? I don't know. I'm not sure. Jesus, I had to look back and see how this all came together. I might even make this into a fucking podcast, dude. Because I was just gonna do a quick YouTube video, and I don't know now. I got something else I could put up on YouTube, but it'll probably wait till tomorrow because today is podcast day. Just for fun, let's go see who all has checked it out. Let's see the number difference between JFK and Flat and Hollow Earth. Holy shit. Well, we lost 2 people. Bye, Felicia. So we're up to 60. Dude, that's a huge jump. That's 30 more. What? 106 motherfuckers? Holy shit. Dude, that's a lot, bro. Oh, you can't even see it. Hold on. Oh no, I fucked it again. Check it out. That's crazy, dude. 100 people. Damn. That's cool though, dude. Surprisingly, I don't think too many hate comments yet. Yeah, obviously, shout out to Demos, Dope House, I think that's his name. Yeah, Dope House. And climate engineering is killing the ecosystem. Give it up. No, suck my dick. How about that? I'll fucking clean up your ecosystem and shoot this fucking in your mouth, bitch.
You fly me over in a crop duster, I start whacking my fucking bag. They're catching my cum like little hungry sparrows. Ooh, good. Give me another dose of 2-ball compound.
Get the fuck out of here, stupid asshole. Well, you know, dude, that's crazy. That's crazy. I mean, dude, the fucking numbers. Like, dude, 2, 6, 6. It looks like I finally have crossed over into the podcast world. As far as like what people want to see, so I gotta be careful about oversaturation because I don't want to be like, oh, you know, I don't want to make people see that I'm around too much. You know, we gotta figure that shit out. But that's really good. That's really good. So, whatever. But the numbers are what they are. They don't really, they're cool, but they don't matter at the end of the day. We're still gonna do what we fucking do. Oddly enough, I should mention that for whatever reason, it went from 106 back down to 60 something. So I don't know what that was all about, but hey, it is what it is, man. Doesn't matter. And that's gonna be it. So I'll leave this here. Where's it gonna go? When's it coming out? No idea. Holy shit. Dude, we're adding this in. 10,000 people a day that use Facebook die. 10,000 motherfuckers. That's a lot of motherfuckers, dude. Not only that, but that's a lot of happy birthdays to people who are not around anymore. Holy shit. Well, hell of a way to kick this shit off. Oh my god, dude.